Yo, what's going on, everyone? So I finally got a different solution for my audio because I know it was kind of like sounding like there was like weird effects on it. I don't know what was going on. I was just using OBS. I'm now recording my microphone into Logic Pro and editing everything in post. So currently, I'm sure you guys all know we've got some interesting, I guess, Twitter X beef with the metal scene and MGK. That's our usual contenders here. Nothing new. So he released a new guitar, and I figured I'd give you guys some of my thoughts on this. So upon first like seeing this, I actually saw a State of the Scenes post here, and I was just like, oh, that's just hideous. Whatever. I like his music for the most part. I like most of it, but I was just like, okay, whatever. I mean, I'm definitely not going to buy that. But a lot of people here in the metal scene seem to have an issue with it. Most notably, now this content creator Metal Burb, who I just recently watched his video of him kind of explaining everything. It seems like he kind of backpedaled this whole thing, saying, "I know MGK sucks and people don't like him, but what's up with the guitar being a razor? It's almost like it's glorifying self harm." Schecter, the scene has problems with mental health and making tools that cause self harm look cool. It's actually super lame. The guitar is hideous, but that's just obvious. Yes, correct. He was right there. That was about the only factual statement you can kind of make there. And we'll get into that here in a second. MGK came back with you show lack of depth by taking art at face value. This has nothing to do with any of the subject matter you have presented, so no, my friend, you suck. Which was interesting that he had even seen this. I mean, it did blow up to about, I think it got around 500,000 views or likes, views, I think, here on X. And then he said, this is where the backpedaling part kind of comes in. He was like, I don't mind new music. I find it catchy. If you get more people into pop punk, that's a plus in my books. It's the majority of my followers that doesn't like my music. But it's like, why'd you say I know MGK sucks instead of like, I know you guys don't like MGK or something like that. I don't know. But this isn't it. Pink one's badass, which I agree. It's a little too expensive. It doesn't sit well with me, and I know it's not your intent like I assumed, but kids will think razors are cool, and the emo pop punk scene is notorious for self harm. All kids are super impressionable and look up to you. More calling out Schecter, but that's just my 2 cents. So where that kind of gets interesting is, I mean, it's his signature guitar. Schecter doesn't really have to say in that, and I assume he knows that. Um, I just don't really. I mean, honestly, if I were in his position and I like dissed MGK and he came back at me, I would totally do the same thing. That's why I don't really be calling people out online yet. I'm just kidding. But yeah, just kind of weird. Ronnie chimed in basically saying like, "Yo, we're really complaining about a guitar," and then he's like, "You liked my video." His timeline is a bunch of 15 passenger bands complaining about MGK, which seems to be the thing. I actually saw somebody commented on Tank the Tech stream, if Dimebag put out this guitar, would it be an issue? And no, it definitely wouldn't be. Nobody would bat an eye. Somebody also mentioned on there that like Judas Priest had this as an album cover, I mean, years ago. But I used to play guitar, so I figured I'd go through some of the specs. The price is insane, especially for bolt-on. I mean, it does have like pro quality hardware and stuff, but even still, it's insane. Looks very uncomfortable to play, and it's made out of basswood. It's got the Hipshot hardtail, so decent bridge. I mean, it's basic, but glow in the dark side dots. I mean, a thin C fret neck, which was my favorite when I played. I actually played Schecter guitars for a while. Not like endorsed or anything. I just liked their guitars because Avenged Sevenfold. And the case is sold separately. Nice, nice. I don't know. It's just like my take was that it just seems to be that there's this phenomenon on social media where, and it happens a lot in the metal scene, people get like offended by something and then they share it a bunch and then it blows up to being an even bigger thing than it should have been. This should have just been like a, okay, whatever, Like I literally saw this and I kept scrolling. I was like, okay. But all these people kind of complaining about it and just trying to basically say it's promoting something. It's, I mean, not obviously promoting. I mean, I get where you can draw the comparison, but it's like not like clearly obvious. Like there's no like bullet or anything on it or whatever. I feel that too. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of weird that this is like what we're like getting mad about here. This is what we were choosing to like, I don't know, put energy into. If you didn't like it, like, I mean, I'm making a video about it right now just because it's what's going on. But you could have just scrolled by and been like even to me, like sharing it and being like, ooh, that's a really ugly guitar, that just feels weird. Like I would rather share a really cool guitar. Like on my Instagram, I happen to share a lot of pictures of really cool supercars. But I would never share a picture of like a really lame looking car. Be like, ew, look how dumb this car looks. I don't know. It just feels weird. It's a weird way to waste your energy, I feel like, when you can be focusing on stuff that you do like rather than like, I don't like this. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. You could buy the case for an extra $200. Now I'm just looking at guitars. I really did like his last signature one though. He had a couple of signature guitars. It's just I think the other one was like $900, which is still kind of a lot. I feel like if there was like an entry level version of this guitar and his other guitar, they would sell well. I'm not sure how many people are buying these, but I feel like a lot of his fans that would be willing to buy a signature guitar of his would be younger. So I mean, $1,500 is pretty out of reach for anybody that's younger unless they have loaded parents, which I mean, good for you, I guess. I don't know, just my 2 cents on the whole thing. Uh just figured, I mean, it's popping right now. Why not hop on this train, you know? Like I said, just focus your energy on something that actually excites you or something productive rather than just like sharing something you don't like and trying to draw comparisons to darker themes when it really didn't have to go there. And there's been videos of him talking about what the meaning behind his guitar is. And video seems kind of satirical, but I mean, if you really want to know, you can just go watch that. Yeah, just my thoughts though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you would buy this guitar. I definitely wouldn't. Peace.